back to Backwater Junction. Today I'm coming at you with a speed build, which is not something I like to do real well. But I had to do it because I just saw a video today that really inspired me to make this video. So essentially a challenge called hashtag fixmelilsimsie. Little, like not little, but like LIL. And essentially what this challenge is you make a house that has something wrong with it. It could be a haunted house, it could be a dump, it could be just plain old ugly, like this, anything you can do. And then it was started by Lil Simsie, who's a different YouTuber. I think she's the most famous of any YouTubers in all the Sims. I'm pretty sure that she's number one, but there could be somebody else, I don't know. She started the challenge, and she does on her channel a lot of like the renovating part of it. And I saw one of those today, and I thought I would make one, but obviously anyone can pick up on anybody's challenge, and anyone can renovate anybody's house from the challenge. It doesn't have to just be the one person. So basically what the theme is today is it's like a giant old mansion that hasn't been updated in like 50 years. So everything inside the house is going to be really old looking and really kind of not what's installed right now. A lot of the stuff that I have been seeing on the challenge is like complete dumps, like couches are flipped upside down, you have like garbage all over the floor. That's not how I'm taking the challenge. I'm taking this like actually a house that somebody would buy and renovate. And so I decided to give it a little bit of a storyline though, instead of just like buying the house. So there's two characters. The girl is named Esmeralda, the guy's named Rutledge, and they are from Sulani, the world that comes with island living. This house belonged to Esmeralda's Aunt Viola, who was kind of an odd sim. She had the insane trait. I think she might have had some other unique ones too. There was a blizzard because Brindleton Bay is supposed to be like way in the northern part of the country. So there was a blizzard and she froze to death, which is one of the Sims 4 death types. So that's how I decided to make her die. And then she left her house and 25,000 simoleons to Esmeralda and her new husband they just married, Rutledge. So they are going to move from Sulani to Brindleton Bay, and they're going to fix up this house with the 25,000 simoleons that she left them. So if anybody would like to renovate this house, you have a 25,000 simoleon budget to put into it. But the house is already pretty expensive because there's a lot of like paintings and stuff that are old looking but still pretty valuable, so it's not that tight of a budget. You'll definitely be able to get that done. If you do decide to renovate mine, make sure to like leave a comment or something so I can check out, because I'd love to see what you guys do. Or if you guys have done built a house for the renovation challenge, comment below and we can see which ones, some of the different ideas we put into it. So right here I'm building the outside of the house. I have like two sunrooms in the front, and basically the point of it is one is like the guy's room for that husband who's been dead for like years, and then you have the girl's room, which is for Aunt Viola. So in the guy's section there's like a desk, and in the girl section there's like an easel. And the guy's section is like dark woods and the girl's is like pink. So that's how I ended up furnishing those. It took me forever to do the roof on the back because I had some diagonal angles, and I just couldn't get that right. So today is my last whole day in college for this semester. I am going home tomorrow for like until February, so that's kind of exciting for me. I don't know if I'm going to be doing the channel as much or more. It really depends on how things go. I could be on it a lot more than I am now, or I could be like once a month. So I am going to be in a different situation starting next month. Starting tomorrow. But there's definitely a couple videos I do want to make over the break. I really like what I did on the front door with the wallflowers like up in the part where it goes in. That was one of my favorite things I did on this whole build. I did it on both the front door and on the back balcony. I liked it so much I did it twice. The upstairs of this house I didn't put that much effort into. I just kind of threw some bedrooms up there. It actually turned out pretty good though. And then the bricks for the outside of the house are actually from the bowling pack and are supposed to be for a bowling alley, but I thought it worked really good in this house. Like I didn't even try it. Like I tried it not even thinking it was gonna look good. I was like, oh, I'll just like, why not try it? I was like, oh my gosh, it actually looks good. I wasn't expecting that. The one thing I wish I would have done different about this house is I wanted to make it look like a little bit spooky, like there's a little bit of like something mysterious going on here, and it ended up didn't really go on for that vibe. It does look like a pretty normal house. But I think that's okay because not every house is going to be like zombies and ghosts and anything coming up out of the floorboards. So the packs I used mostly were cats and dogs. I said the bowling pack. Um, I don't know if I used anything from Island Living. I don't, like I said, I don't have all the packs. I have a couple of them. And I think I used most of the ones I have in this build. Right now I'm doing a little bit of landscaping. Just to put a couple trees down. I do not like landscaping. I spent like an hour trying to get the debug cheat to work, and I couldn't do it. I was so mad. That was like what half of my recording time was, and I cut the whole part out. 'Cause I'm just like typing in the cheat box and like yelling. So yeah, that part, I was just saying, gosh darn it, what's going on? But I wasn't recording the sound because I do the sound afterwards, so that's why I was yelling. Um, yeah. I actually really like the statues there because I feel like it's something that's kind of like, looks like it's kind of overgrown. And because, you know, it's an old lady living here, she don't have time to trim the bushes and everything, so there's kind of these statues that are overgrown in the front. So it's definitely, if it's being renovated, you want to get some new landscaping in there. That door in the back didn't match, but I liked it a lot, so I kept it there. But it's a little bit different color wood than everything else. And anyone that's played this game a lot knows that matching the wood colors is kind of it's like a known thing in this game that it's a little bit difficult because you used to be able to, in The Sims 3 you could match any wood color, and you can't anymore, but that's alright. So the whole house is like 1900s, but the kitchen is like 1950s style. So basically the storyline with that is the house didn't really have a kitchen, you know, back in the 1800s because they didn't have electricity. So the kitchen was put in around like the 1950s, 1960s, maybe even 70s, but the rest of the house is older. So the kitchen is a little bit out of place in the house because it's a little bit more modern, but I still tried to make it as dated as I could, given what we have in the game. Also, this is the very first build I've built using the new platform tools, which they're really cool, but they're also kind of a pain in the butt. So I did the big stairway in the front with the platform tool, and then I did the sunken living room in the back. Both of those are with the platforms. And I got the hang of it, but at first I was really struggling to get the staircase going. Yeah, so here is the like the girl den, or like the girls the girl version of the office, whatever you want to call it, depending on, you know, your house. I actually like that one. Turned out better than this one because this one, I put a desk in there and it kind of took up the whole room. And I was going to have some bookshelves and some things, but I ended up running out of room for them. I just had curtains and a desk, so it's kind of like an odd room to not have anything in it. But it looks really cool. I didn't really come up with much of a backstory behind him. I have the backstory for Esmeralda, Rutledge, and Viola, those three characters. But for the uncle, I guess you could call him, I don't even have a name for him. He's just been dead for many, many years. That's all we know about him. So right here I decided to add in like a rug, because I know a lot of houses that have old wood floors kind of have rugs going like it. I don't know if I like how it turned out, but I did leave it. That's like the pink part going around the front because it matches the wallpaper. I use a lot of wallpaper in this because I know that wallpaper used to be kind of a big deal back in like the 1900s and stuff. Oh, the front room's kind of like an art gallery in a way, because there was like, I think 6 different pictures on the walls, and they have like the fancy art gallery lights, which that's kind of a wasted space to have that much room for an art gallery. So I would assume if somebody would renovate this house, they might turn some of that into kitchen space or living space or something. That's definitely one way you could make the house more useful if you're renovating it. So right now I am doing speed times 8, and it is a little fast. So let me know what you think, because this video will be about 30 minutes at speed times 4, which the speed looks better, but I think that's a little long for me to talk and kind of long to watch too, so I did trim it up to speed times 8, but if that's too fast, or just let me know what you think is a good speed. I'm definitely willing to do what you guys think is the best way to do it. Right here's the sunken living room, which is probably my favorite room in the house, because I like the blue color and the green. I think it's kind of cool colors, and I like how there's like the staircase coming in from both sides. And I did not put a TV in the house. There's no computer in the house. They don't have a lot of technology because they were just like old people, you know. So that's another thing that needs to be added in the renovation. So I am finishing up. Now I'm up to the last floor, which is, I think, the last thing I did. The big room in the back, which is like overlooks the downstairs, is there's some library shelves, library bookshelves. There's a chess table and there's a piano. I was thinking about putting a guitar in there too, but I felt like this house is like kind of like an old time mansion, not really. Guitar's kind of casual for that. I was gonna put a violin in too, but I didn't. I just a piano. I did both these bathrooms identical. I think I painted them different at the end, but I don't really like doing the bathrooms. Yeah, the right there you could see the floor kept covering my balcony, and you couldn't see down, but I ended up deleting it. So the bedroom on the right is like a kid's bedroom. One bed for girls, one bedroom for guys when they stay over. Like if she had grandkids or nieces and nephews or whatever, that's where they would stay. The other half of the room is the master bedroom where the aunt lived. I like putting stickers on the walls. I thought that was pretty cool, like the ice cream cone and the basketball hoop. And then just putting some finishing touches in, putting some paint in. I don't think I missed any paint. I don't think I had anything. Alright, so here is Esmeralda. She's family oriented, she's domestic, she's a foodie, and she is a good person. And then right here is going to be her husband, Rutledge. He's a collector, music lover, a bro, and loves outdoors. So they're the ones who are going to be moving into the house and renovating it. Because they're from Sulani, they do kind of like a beachy style, so make sure to incorporate that in. Here's my gallery page. It is Backwater JCT. So make sure to go and follow and like that. I've got a bunch of stuff up there. I'll read you the descriptions and the storylines I came up with for these. So for this one, it is newlywed Esmeralda and her husband Rutledge get a mysterious letter in the mail. Esmeralda's peculiar Aunt Viola froze to death in one of Brindleton Bay's infamous blizzards and left her large mansion and 25,000 simoleons to Esmeralda, her closest living relative. Use the 25,000 simoleon inheritance to update the house and give it a touch of the couple's hometown, Sulani. So here is the house. It says it's custom content because I had a custom thumbnail, but there's no custom content in it, so anyone can download this. You just have to flick on your custom content check mark so you're able to see it in the gallery, so make sure to do that. And then here's the couple, the Marshfields, and it says, newlyweds Esmeralda and Rutledge Marshfield moved from Sulani to the old family mansion in Brindleton Bay after Esmeralda's mysterious aunt dies in a blizzard. So here you can download the people or the house, whatever combination of those you want. And I'm just going to do it in real time, just kind of pan over some of the rooms, just so you can see how it ended up turning out. The dining room is really basic. I wish I would have done that, put a little bit more effort in there. I still like it though. Here's the upstairs, the back porch, and I like the fountain. I think the whole backyard area is pretty cool. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I hope you all have a great day.